Marius the Nurse, and today I want to say why Marius Underworld Blood Wars is an absolutely terrible antagonist, and why he's not a better Lycan leader than Lucian, as Samira claims. First of all, we don't know anything about him. The thing that makes him a good bad guy is a great motivation. Even though you may not like it, it makes sense and makes you understand why they're doing what they're doing, right? And look at Lucian, for example. His goals made sense. Him and his people were slaves for their entire lives and treated like crap by Victor and the vampires, even though they protected the vampires for more than nearly 200 years, right? And we like how Lucian saved Sonya from getting killed from William's werewolves, and Victor had him whipped because Lucian took the collar off so he can transform and save Sonya, right? Even though taking the collar off is against the law, he still saved Sonya's life, and they're future slaves, right? So you figured that would give him some clemency, but no, Victor just had him whipped and thrown into jail. And so Lucian had enough of this and decided to free his people. And then later on, Victor killed Sonya, the woman Lucian loved, who happens to be Victor's daughter, and is pregnant with Lucian's baby. And Victor had her burnt in front of him because Victor sees that as an abomination that should not exist. And yeah, then he obviously had Sonya burnt in front of Lucian, how he had chained Lucian to the ground. So these are great reasons on why Lucian wants to take out Victor and create a hybrid to have peace between the vampires and Lycans, and basically shove in Victor's face that I don't care about your purity. This is the new thing. We're gonna have a hybrid, and we're gonna have a peace between our people. And we literally don't know. And speaking of, now getting to Marius, we literally don't know anything about Marius, other than he just wants to kill vampires for the sake of killing vampires, and he wants power for the sake of having power. That's incredibly boring and extremely dull. So you can't get behind him on why he's doing what he's doing. Not to mention, Marius is extremely stupid. He somehow caught Michael Corvin, the first hybrid that freaking killed William Corvinus, the most powerful werewolf ever, and wanted his Corvinus blood to make him stronger to face Selene. And instead of keeping Michael alive so he can have an endless supply of his blood, Marius just cuts his throat and drains him dry, and later goes on about how he's running out of time and how he's running out of Michael's blood, when he could have just when you could have plenty of Michael's blood if you kept him alive, you dumbass. And while Lucian kept Michael alive and treated him with respect despite kidnapping him, and even told Michael his motivation. Lucian even gave his last breath to save Michael when Craven shot him with the silver bullets. Lucian told Selene to bite Michael to save his life. And now the thing that really stands out to me the most on how dumb Marius truly is throughout the movie, he goes on about how he needs Eve's blood to attack the Eastern Coven, and when he finds out that Selene has no idea where Eve is, he has his vampire girlfriend Alexa, I think her name is, to shut down the defenses of the Eastern Coven so he can attack. He would have won if Selene didn't come in. You see what I mean? You see what I mean here? Marius didn't need Eve's blood at all. All he had to do was have his vampire girlfriend shut down the defenses. I mean, he could have won this at any time. Instead, he just wasted this whole time just looking for Eve. Or looking for Eve after he drained Eve's dad of his blood, right? Like, you see what I mean? This guy's completely stupid. Like, he could have ended this whole thing ages ago instead he just wasted time looking for a little girl he has no guarantee of getting, right? And this is the guy Samira claims is the greatest Lycan leader, even beyond Lucian? Hell no! Not to mention, all Marius did was command an army of Lycans for a short period of time. Lucian commanded an army of his Lycans and William's werewolves with a single roar to take out the vampire castle in Underworld Rise of the Lycans. It's such an epic shot. You see Lucian, he just lets out a giant roar, and all of them, his Lycans and William's werewolves, they all come to help him. They take out the vampire coven. It's great. It's freaking great. And of course, Lucian was leader of the Lycans for over 800 years. You think Marius, that CGI human face looking abomination, can do that? Which, by the way, yeah, when he transforms, I know they're trying to show how Michael's blood affected him, but when you look at it, the effects look absolutely terrible. Like it's amazing how this movie, Blood Wars, was made in 2016, right? And Lucian's practical effects in the 2000s was freaking awesome, and this in 2026 with Marius, it looks like shit. It's shit. It looks like shit, right? And Ugh. And Marius, and not to mention, here's another thing that makes Lucian stand out from Marius. Marius needed Michael's blood. Marius needed Michael's blood to get the silver bullets out of him, right? You see when that scene where him and David having a face-off, and David shoots him with silver bullets, and Marius lets out a giant roar and gets the bullets out of him because of Michael's blood, right? If you watch the first film, when Celine shot him with silver bullets, if you watch the first film, Celine shot him with silver bullets, and Lucian just teared his shirt off, and like it was pretty cool how he forced the bullets out of him of his own strength and his own experience. Granted, he didn't do it as fast as what Marius did, but still, he was able to do it on his own without no Corvinus or hybrid blood in him, right? No. So this makes Lucian way more of a badass than ever Marius ever was, because Marius needs the hybrid blood to make him great. He's not even that great, but great even though he got the blood. Lucian is great without the blood. So no, not to mention, Lucian loves Sonya with all of his being, and she was the only woman he has ever been with in his entire